It's really important that you include materials from class in your presentation. That both helps us understand what you're talking about, but puts it in the context of money stuff. So I really want to see that. But of course, a lot of the things we watched are videos. And right now I want to show you a really easy and simple way you can get video from the internet into a form that you can put into a movie that you're making. This works with YouTube videos. The TED Talks we did from class are also on YouTube though. Here's the trick. On the URL address bar, get rid of everything before YouTube and put SS, no periods. You'll end up on this weird looking website. An ad will come up eventually. Be careful what you click on, but you click download and it will start to download. While you're waiting for it to download, don't click anything. In fact, I encourage you to close all of the tabs. Stay away from everything else on this website. And then you will have a video that you can put into iMovie, which I'll show you how to do now. You click this arrow to add media. This will take you to both the camera and all your files. If you go down to your user and you click on downloads, that's where the video will be. And then you just click it and go down here to import it. It'll now be up here where all your media is, and you can click it and drag it down to your video. Now the big question is, what clip are you going to put in? Again, you really want to focus on something short, 1 or 2 sentences, she says, maybe 3 to 7 to maybe 15 seconds maximum from one source. First thing you got to do is find what you want to use, and I think the transcript function on TED really helps. Having the time really helps you find it in the clip. And now you're ready to trim that down in iMovie. Here I've already clipped it down to 17 seconds. It's still too long though, and you can use these audio clips here at the bottom to kind of give you an idea of where things can be cut. So here I'm listening to it. I'm sorry I can't play the side, but I'm getting, okay, get rid of that. And we got this again. I'll listen to it some more. So I like what she says here. Let me check the time. Yeah, this is about 10 seconds. I've cut the audio good. Looks like a clip I can use. Looking again at this, even though there's audio here that I like, there's no picture of her in the screen. So I think I want to cut this part off too. So now we'll go to the part where here she starts speaking. So I'm going to go ahead and cut off this part at the beginning where it doesn't show her. So I've cut that up for you. I know it's weird because you can't hear when I show my screen, but now I'm going to show you how short that clip is and what it sounds like and how we can put it into the video.
In a programmable world, we remove humans and institutions from the loop.
So far, so good. There's a weird thing. It starts so quick after it cuts. I had to kind of freeze her before I did that. Maybe you saw that. I probably wouldn't want that in the final video, but it works for showing you how to do this. The last thing we need to do is add the source to our video so we know where it comes from when this comes up on your screen. You do that by adding titles to that. That's text that you can type on that'll show up on the screen. I like the simple one, name. You can click that, drag that in, type in the information, and then it'll show up. You can play it to double check that it works, but that's how we add in the source. Don't forget to do this. It's very important that we know where your information comes from, both on the screen and from your voice. I'm using APA citations here because that's what I'm most comfortable with. I don't care so much about the format as long as either it matches your annotated bibliography or your works cited page, or it's very easy to tell where this information comes from. So now you have the clip in there with the source. The thing that you'll need to make sure you have in your video, and I think you saw that in the example video I made, is that you'll need to kind of walk us into the source, play the information, and then give a little bit of analysis or explanation after it. You can't just present it by itself without explanation. Sometimes you can talk over the clip and then let it start. Sometimes you can start the clip and then let it keep talking and put some images or other things with that. There's different ways you can come into and go out of the clip, and I'd be happy to talk about those. But the important things that we've covered today in this video are how you get video, how you download video from the internet, how do you put it into your iMovie, how do you trim it, how do you add the source. The hard part and the important thing is fitting that into the larger presentation. And I look forward to seeing you do this as you work on your final presentations.